Hello, okay, slots and sprues. Oh, I'm holding the phone, give the jumpiness. So, today's going to be a bit of a Scalextrics sort of track out kind of vid. But before we go there, I went to B&Q today to get some more plywood, not plywood, MDF, so I'll show you that in a sec. Also went to my local hobby shop because I wanted to get a car as my next build. So I've done a bike, I've got to paint this plane, so I wanted a car. So um, the local model shop didn't have many cars in. To be fair, they're, they're more train sets really, and train orientated. So they got loads of planes, but not a lot of cars. So I decided to nip into Hobbycraft, which is just around the corner on the way home. So from Hobbycraft, let me just stop and switch the camera around, and I'll show you what we got. So from Hobbycraft, we picked up the Subaru. So this is going to be the next build. This is now built. I just need to paint it. So that's going to be the next, the final video on Messerschmitt is to paint. While I was in Hobbycraft, I picked up a few bits, and I wasn't really thinking. Um, I was there one of them days, so I picked up some washes, and I managed to pick up 2 dust rather than 1 rust and 1 dust. So I've got 2 dust washes. I could take them back, and I might do. I might take them back, take one back. I also bought some paints for the car, and I couldn't remember what paints I already had, so I managed to buy them 2 already got, that one already got, and them 2 already got. So again, I mean, they're only £2.50 each, but it all adds up, and I might just take them back and swap them for other colours. So that's that bit done. I don't know if this is gonna. I'm gonna have to unplug this. I don't know if it's gonna die. Hopefully, it won't die for the minute. Just bear with. Okay, so we've unplugged that. So got some wood from B&Q. Got my old scrappers out, some foam, all the good stuff, ready to go, and we're going to be. I mean, this is just a little embedding all this in, like I've done here, but properly getting rid of this old crappy bit of wood, removing this bit, and just generally getting it getting all this covered in with 9mm MDF, and because the track's not going to change now. This is the track. I've got a monitor up there now for the Magic Carpet Dubry. So the track is not going to change now. This is dumb set now. The cars go around pretty decent. So I'm going to start permanently fixing it, permanently, to the fact that obviously I can move to create buildings and that, but it's going to be, this is the position. So got some more brackets for the underneath. Probably might change this to a bit thicker. Yeah, I probably will change that to a thicker bit, make it longer. Got some brackets to attach to these brackets so they don't move. So I'm going to lift that up so that's square. So then they go around that corner without flying off, and then try and bend this bit of MDF down. I can get more of a curve on it, but that'll be, as I go, I'll just take some more videos as I go along. Okay, dokie, we're back with a little bit of update. So MDF's down and marked. See the purple line. I just moved it a second. So where that purple line is where I'm going to be cutting out the template for this track to fit into, and then I've got thick MDF underneath this, so then this will screw into this, and then I've got some L brackets here, so then this will screw in These will screw into this. We'll try and do some sort of funky bend there. I've got some more brackets to pull that down in a kind of a bendy shape if we can. And then we need to address that over there. And then once all this is in place, we can start dressing it all with scenery and start the journey of getting it all to how I want it. So the first thing we're going to do would be a pit area, which is not going to be like a normal pit area. Can't be too high because I want to be able to still see behind there. Although I go here, I still see that corner. That's just a straight, so you know, when you stand up, you'll be able to see that. Doesn't necessarily have to be the start finish. We can have the start finish here. Have the finish there and the start here. This doesn't mean you just won't register your first lap, you know, till you go past that, which I'm not fussed about. Right, so next time I come back, hopefully it's all cut and the track's laid in. Then I can start smoothing the edges off, because it's just 9mm. This is 9mm MDF, same as this is 9mm MDF, but it's slightly it's slightly over. Once the track flattens, there's a little bit of a lip now. Then we have to just turn that off all the way, all the way around. Nice job. Messy. I know we've got mess everywhere on here as it is. Right, okay. See you soon. Well, I'll just pop back quickly just to show you what's got to be cut. So if you notice on there, the purple line is what's got to be cut out. Along there, that's got to be cut. And then that's got to be cut. Then that all lays in, and the track's nice and flush. Nice and flush is what we want after a bit of sanding. Right, I'll be back once it's cut. Okie dokie, back again. So the first half is complete. All bedded in nice. To be fair, there's not that much lip there, and because obviously the cutting will leave a tiny little gap for expansion. I don't know if it's in the right place, but there you go. There we go. Right, on to piece number 2. Hopefully my battery's going to last on my drill. Not my drill, it's my drill battery on my hacksaw. Okie dokie. Right, so finished this part of the build. We've got all the 9mm MDF down. I've fixed everything with this kind of brackety kind of situation going on. I haven't got a decent hacksaw to cut off them bolts, but I'll leave them for now. It depends what buildings I'm going to build around them to hide them. You might not see them, so I might have to leave them. So everything else is screwed down or held down, mostly because I want to try and eliminate noise and the track moving. There, obviously, where I've cut, my cuts are not completely spot on, so there is movement for the track to move and expand, and it's not exactly cold in here. I'm sweating as it is, so we'll just have to see how we go. But I think I'll be fine. I mean, as you can see, there's plenty of gap round the bends, so yeah. I'll just run this car around. Oh. I'm still getting this weird issue with this bit here though. It's because of this track here. So just this bit here, this pit in and out, it's still kind of janky. But apart from that, it's hard. I think it's got a good little flow. I think it's got a good little flow. Well, this car is the skiddiest car I've ever known in my life. It's horrendous. Look, he's off again. I just want to get him in the pits. Right, that car's really, really loose. Even though it's got a magnet in it, it just skids out all the time. But anyway, more work to do. This needs to be attached. That needs to be attached. That needs to be attached there. But none of it's going to move, so we can start building, putting some buildings on. Need to sort that bit of something for that. Yeah, because once I sort that out, maybe something there to stop that lifting. But let's put a bit of hot glue on there, couldn't I? Really? Cut that bit of wood there just so it sort of bent down. It fell down on its own. Really, it was nice. Comes round. Right, so that's going to be it for today. I need to put some stuff up here to. I don't know what I'm doing up here yet, so don't worry about that. Right. Anyway, that's it for today. I shall see you on the next one. I've tied out all this mess of wood. Got this stuff for the corner, so I might come back, do a bit tomorrow, give you another update maybe, but let's just leave that one here for now. Lovely jubbly. Tatty bye.